Hello everyone, my name is Raul. I studied in a global BBA program of EM Lyon and studied in UT Dallas for 6 months. So today I'm going to share my experience and some insights about it. I chose the US because it's a country of innovation. You know, most of the technological companies nowadays are coming from there. And I wanted to see from the inside how it looked like. Plane ticket inside were super cheap, so it was super easy to move from state to state. I discovered New Orleans in Louisiana for the Mardi Gras event. Awesome. I went to Miami as well. I discovered Texas, a bit like Fort Worth, all the area around it. It was great. And finally I went to California as well, so I could have a glimpse of all the main states in the country. If you're in Texas, you should definitely try barbecue and also the rodeo clubs and country clubs. You know, those are the 3 pillars you need to do. If you're keen on traveling elsewhere, you can go to Miami and discover the Vinewood Museum. Very colorful. You can also go to LA, discover a bit the vibe out there in Hollywood. It's not as great as you might think, but I think it's worth the shot, especially if you're there. You should enjoy it. I feel definitely different in the sense that I feel more open and more motivated than ever to be driven by objectives, to accomplish stuff in life, because Americans are really optimistic and it really changes from the French people complaining all the time. Absolutely. I wished I could grab some cheese, some wine, some baguettes. I should have bring all of those from home because out there the food was different. I used to shop in Walmart, you know, because it's cheap. Which means that when you do grocery shopping, you don't know exactly how much you're gonna pay because the taxes are not shown in the US. You have to pay with the cashier at the end. I feel like the way of seeing the world is very different within the US and outside the US. You know, in Europe, we consider the world as a whole. We're not really only Europe focused, but in the US it's very different. The country is so big and the states are so different from one another that people tend to forget there is a world outside their country. So, for example, in Texas, most of the problems from the Republican point of view seem to come from the Mexican immigrations. And when you're coming from abroad, you realize that sometimes might not be exactly true. I remember at one point I was coming back from a frat party and I called a Uber. The guy comes up, he's wearing black outfits, black hat, not speaking, very silent. And in the middle of the road, he's asking me, "Do you like weapons?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like weapons." And then he says, "Oh, because you know, I have a rifle out there and a shotgun in the trunk." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." That's very cool. And in the end, the guy just wanted to talk casually about guns, but I forgot for once that, you know, it's totally normal in Texas and you can carry guns, even with passengers with you. Maybe it's not legal though.